happened?
I don't know. Her computer just decided that nothing was gonna fucking work through the internet. My computer decided streaming isn't working. You know, everything just was like, yeah, no, fuck you. So when we got money again, we'll get her a new Wi-Fi adapter. But to pick up.
Rose, I'm coming.
Okay. All right. To pick up where we left off, Graveheart has just lodged a bolt in the ceiling, and a rope now hangs from it in the center of the room. From what everybody has kind of sussed out, looking at it, it seems like it would probably hold the fall of one person. Not one at a time.
I could probably carry.
Like like one if one person fell and like the rope sustained them, that would dislodge it after, probably, if another person tried to use it again.
Alright,
Yeah. Okay.
oh, 9.
Okay. Role playing wise, what's the plan? Okie dokie. Others? Alright.
Honestly, again, black.
Alright, so if somebody's gonna tie the rope around Valin, go
That
ahead.
one.
If somebody's gonna tie the rope around Valin, go ahead and give me a survival check. You dive Valin up. Yeah, Valin, you now have a rope around your waist. Alright, so are we doing Valin with the rope tied around her, followed by Anakur carrying Mika? Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Alright.
So as to not stab.
What, how much weight do you still have that you can carry till your carrying capacity? Cause she is about 130 pounds heavy right now. Of carrying weight. It's also worth noting that I just realized that bags work really funny on this. So, from your inventory screen, if you go to the top, there is like your your bags. So I do believe I gave Graveheart a bag of holding, correct? So you should have your bag of holding there, and then also like your backpack or whatever. You have to click on those inventories.
The pouch, yeah.
You have to click on those inventories and drag stuff around, I guess. So it will be no
Those
problem.
torches are dead.
Yeah, so if it's not a... So, like, yeah, as long as you can fly while carrying 53 additional pounds, it's not a problem. So yeah, you should be able to carry Mika whenever she's back. After I made sure that all of her stuff was in her bag of holding, she weighs about 53 pounds between what she's carrying and what her weight says she is in her description. Oh, okay. I'm like, I keep saying 53. Welcome back. All right, so
Apparently,
while you...
I've been back.
Oh. We're all getting technical issues tonight. So I realized that the inventory system works a little different than I thought it did originally. So when you pull up your character sheet in Foundry, and you go in your inventory, it may look like all of your items are gone now. I shoved them all in your bag of holding. If you click the bags at the top of your screen, you can open up that inventory and you can drag and drop things in and out of there. And yeah, you had like everything like out of your bags, so you were like way overweight. Not a comment on physically or anything, just like your inventory. And
Okay,
then
so
your arrows are in your quiver. Yeah, so Alpha, if it seemed like you were missing a bunch of items, they are in your backpack. Yeah, that's where your warding candle is. Alright, so the plan is Valin is currently tied up, however well. Uh, Onaker will follow behind Valin. Graveheart is going to carry Mika. Okay. So, as
Because we don't need to fit in the.
make your way across the crystal, you don't need to make any checks as long as you are treating it as difficult terrain, which means you can only move half your normal speed. Um, as you begin to cross the this crystal stretching over this river, you get about halfway across, so where like Graveheart uh, shoved the bolt into the ceiling and the rope hangs from. As soon as you sort of cross that threshold, the golem on the other side sort of stances up like he's ready to fight. And you definitely are going to either have to find a way to get around him or engage him while you are currently on the crystal. Correct. Just hold down. Alright. So, I had planned for this. I had also planned for it to go terribly. So... Excuse me, I was coughing really hard there. So, as you all enact this plan that you just described to me, um, Anakur touches Valen, and they like dimension door to the other side of this thing as it's like stepping out onto the platform, and you begin to hear like the sound of like glass cracking, um, and as Graveheart flies just out of reach, it swings at him, and the crack gets even louder. And as that happens, another golem.
You're cutting up.
Any better? Alright, so this golem ends up about right here as all of this is happening. But as it steps out onto the platform, you hear a crack. Graveheart and Mika are flying across. It reaches out to grab at them. And there's an even louder crack. And as that happens, another golem falls from the ceiling right here and lands on top of the crystal, and the whole thing just like shatters and falls into the river, destroying the bridge behind you. Um, so the golems don't have like faces or anything really, but you can tell that they are like looking up at you from where you can see them under the water. Um, but they are like standing, being buffeted by the river. Yeah, it's a jealous weapon. Um, so yeah, you all begin going through the tunnel on the other side. Um, you begin making your way a little bit west, a few feet, and then it swings up, and you can tell that this goes. Excuse me. Okay, so it begins to sort of head north, and you can tell that the path and tunnel that you're going down now run over where that waterfall was in the Crystal Ravine room, just a ways to the northwest. I will transition the map. Alright, so as you make your way into this new tunnel, you can tell you're much closer to the surface. The otherworldly rainbow light of the alluring weald glows through cracks in the ceiling. And as you all gaze down this slightly lit tunnel, there is a mousekin. It reaches out towards the crack in the ceiling, as if trying to grab the light. And as you all watch it doing this, you can see the glint of the purple crystals coming out of its back. This was clearly a villager from Burrowton who has been twisted by these crystals. You recognize them as somebody from Burrowton. You could make a history check for a name if you like. So this was somebody who was around your age, and grew up in one of the houses that sort of neighbored yours. Uh, their name was... Where the fuck did I put my... One sec. Their name was Justice Root Muncher. A young gentleman mouse from the neighboring family to your house. You look at this now twisted creature and see no spark of the person you once knew inside. It is very focused on the light at the moment, and it is going to currently attempt to climb out through the hole. Between Graveheart surprising it and yelling at it, and its general lack of grace at the moment, it sort of falls on its ass pretty hard, and then looks in your direction, everybody. And at this point, yes, it does turn hostile. Anything?
Yeah, right.
Anything anyone wants to try and do before we jump into initiative? All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion, or yeah, let's try persuasion. There is a brief flash of something, as if like there's recognition, but it doesn't change its stance. And excuse me. And with that, if everybody would give me initiative, 1 sec, I'll pull up the tracker. My lungs are angry at me tonight. All right, I got a 22 for Anakur, 21 for Mika, 18 for Graveheart, and a 1 for Valin.
know.
All right. And with that, Anakura, you're up.
The mouse.
The only thing that anyone is
Okay.
aware of in this hallway, although the people with dark vision, you do see the crystals that you see. My roles were supposed to be private, but I guess that's not what it was. That does not hit. I'm sorry, but no. Mika.
here.
Okay. Because I can assign the effect to them, and it should automatically do it now. Alright. So if that is on Akura's turn, Mika, you are up and you have a D10 of Bardic Inspiration. That one does hit. Alright. So you send an arrow flying, and it strikes true somewhere in the creature's spine as it's shambling up off the floor from falling. And you watch as it sort of writhes, sort of trying to grab the arrow out of its back before it falls to the ground, and is now making death saves. Is that your turn, Mika? Then yes, Graveheart, you are up. I don't think I know who either of those people are. Ah. Um, so yeah, did you just want to move then, Graveheart, or? There's vines coming down the walls on either side that the leaves reach out for the light. coming through the gaps in the ceiling. There's a few kyphonic crystals lying around, and then the now slowly dying corpse of the mousekin. He's not dead yet, but he is dying. Alrighty. So, as you look down at the body in the sunlight before you, something takes you from behind by surprise. As what looked like a pile of crystals at one point turns out to be a spider corrupted by said crystals. And it makes an attack on you. Alright, 24 and 13. 18 damage. Yeah.
Crystalline shit pickle.
And then, of course, the other one comes. $26 and 19. So you take another 47 piercing damage. As this spider also takes you by surprise, popping out of the other crystal, shambling up and biting at your legs. These spiders are... you weren't there for it, but they're about the size of the spiders from the life tree back at the beginning of the adventure, which only Valin was here for. Androx would, but not Graveheart. Gotta remember you changed characters. So yeah, you all watch as anybody who can see it. I mean, Anakur would be able to see the one in the light. I know that, but for anybody that can see it, two spiders pop out of where once were crystals on the floor and shamble up to Graveheart and begin nomming on his legs, and he does not look so great. Make the death save, and Valin, you are up. I will say I did damn near 100 damage to Graveheart just now, so. Cool, cool. Just making sure you're aware of the field. That's your only option? Alright. Alright, alright.
Sorry.
Go ahead. So, anybody who can heals 7 HP? Back at the top of the round, it is on a curve.
I
Wait, what?
I
Oh.
don't.
I thought you said I had something
Hey,
better.
that was.
Alright.
I
Anakura, you are up. That's a big circle. I'm very interested to find out what this is. You're not muted, are you, Daniel?
Uh,
Click heal.
you should be able to.
Yeah, click heal. Yes. You are good. We got you set up here. Alright, anything else on occur? Anything else from on occur? Is that
No.
the end of your turn? Holy
Just
cow, yeah, that hits. Is it against the one to the south or the west of Graveheart?
Okay,
You
I'm
can
fine.
use it on your 2-hit, or you can use it on saves and skill checks.
Oh no, this one.
Alright.
Gotcha.
So. So 10, and then you watch as like your arrow like knocks into like where you hit it and then like ricochets off, and it clearly damages it, but not as much as you would have expected.
Uh,
Alright, Graveheart. That's a crit. Yeah, as you sort of cleave through this thing, it it slices through this thing like butter. Uh, I will double check. Because I know it has, it's got a base weapon. That will also hit. Oh, my internet is so slow. Yeah, so Nick, when you make an attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. You can make this extra attack only once per turn. Yeah. Nick light attack, yeah. Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah. So I never got it to show correctly. Um, but anytime you attack, currently there should be an extra 7 slashing damage on top of whatever you deal. So I will calculate you should have an extra 14 damage you just dealt as well. And anytime your scythe consumes a soul, that extra slashing damage will rise by 1 and has a cap of 20. The scythe also has a reach of 10 feet. Yeah, they're like slashing you like just across like your legs in such a way that they're probably like nicking arteries and things, and you are not feeling good. Here comes the second set of attacks. Oh, true. At least this turn, because you're raging now, so you only take half of that piercing damage that you got.
Is that 15?
Yeah, and then the
So
damage that would have been reduced was 26 total, so you get 13 HP back. Yeah, no, that's an attack that hits.
Yeah, those both
but
hit too, so.
The 15 doesn't hit, right? So, yeah, you do take another 13, because it did come out 26. Thank goodness for barbarian resistances. I'll fuck with your character sheet later and figure it out. Valin is up.
Same thing.
Okay. Also, remember that you just shoved everything in your bag, Rory, so you probably have some potions in there. Yeah. Heal it up. Another 5.
I will be.
You agree?
Anything else you wanted to do with your turn, Valin? Bless you. Is that the end of your turn? Okie dokie. Sorry to make you talk so much. Onaker, you're up at the beginning of the round. Any ideas?
I don't know if I do, but I will.
Yeah, if you want to make it easy, that's always a way you can do it. Huh. It says no tokens selected. Weird. But you do heal
I
30.
gave you 30.
That's one more bite. Right on. Alright. Mika, you are up. get Hunter's Mark on that guy. If you are talking, I cannot hear you. Now I can, yep. A 13 does not hit, sadly. That is
right.
true.
I'm gonna.
It's also worth noting you do have extra attack every turn.
Ooh.
23 will hit. Yeah, roll that damage. And then, like I said, you do get an extra attack every turn as well. Yeah, I'll have to look over your character sheet more closely at some point. Especially when it comes to building stuff. What's up? There it is. It showed up in chat. If you go over to chat, you can click where it says attack, and that will roll your attack for you. Huh. And you have Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark, you magically mark one creature you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 of force damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. You also have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival check you make to find it. So you can type in chat /r space 1d6. And we'll tack that on top. And it's not resistant or immune to force damage, so it takes that full 3. So that is 13 half, round up 7, 10 damage. These spiders are
Cool.
still looking pretty decent, though. Graveheart, not so much.
And
Is that Mika's turn? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the second.
I said something
okay, so
and then
I'm
I
gonna
totally
do that.
spaced. Doer to her. Definitely a hit, definitely a hit. And remember to add your d6 on top, too. Yeah, none of Ranger's attacks tend to hit, like, hard, but, like, they... I think by the end you let off, like, several arrows in one round, and it hurts a lot with, like, how they add up. Also, your to hit is insane. I remember when we hit level 20 in Clifftop, Doug's character was a ranger, and he had like plus 27 to hit or some shit. It was insane. Did you get your extra d6? Oh, I see. Okay. So that one is 12. Alright, Graveheart, you are up again. After Mika's most recent attacks, they look about even at the moment. Very cool, very cool. The scythe curses you. This is your fault, not mine. Very cool, very cool. You don't want to drink a potion at all, or? Remember to check your bags. We just fucked with bags. I was gonna say, I know I gave you one. There you go, that one will help a bit. so that's 8 damage. $19. Hit.
That one?
Okay. Uh, 8 and 14, so 26 damage altogether. Alright, and that brings us back to Valin. Yep, it's your turn. Probably time to go in and use one of those touch heals, huh? I do believe those are both actions. Because it's a cure wounds, right? Which is an action. You know, it has charges of cure wounds on it. So it allows you to cast the like first level cure wounds on somebody. Yes, cure wounds is an action. So you can either attack or heal. That's another 12 heal.
That
All right, that brings us back to the head of the round and on a curve. I think that's one of those ones that when you cast...
This will end the...
That's a big hit. Make a melee attack. Sick. Hand is an object that has AC 20 hit points.
Equal to my hit points.
If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends. The hand doesn't occupy its space. When you cast it, bonus actions 60 feet, and then it's an effect. I think you just make an unarmed attack from your character sheet. If you go into your character sheet, where your weapons are, there should be one that says unarmed. That hits. Smack that hoe. If you go to... just type in /R space 5d8. Did anybody catch that number? Yeah, that took some math. My bad. Still a very solid hit. Still a very solid hit. Medium.
You may appear.
Yes, a normal spider is not a normal spider is not a medium-sized creature. All right, Mika is up with that. That hits. Alright, so half of that plus 1. So that's 6 damage. And then. Did you have a second attack? That one just barely misses. You think it's going to connect and it sort of bounces off. They have 15 AC. Graveheart. I will say the one on your left is now the one that is much more bloodied. Should help that you're now all targeting the same one. Hit. That hits. Yep. And you got it back to bloody. That's another 17. Have to have both hands free to use what?
So never mind.
Your scythe is one-handed. Yes. And if that is your turn, that will make it the spiders. So 22. Eight. And 13. Well, Lynn, you are back up. If you got a big
Great part.
heal, now is the time to use it. You don't have anything that will heal more damage off of him? You can upcast your cure wounds. So you have a 3rd level spell slot available. So if you cast cure wounds at 3rd level, you would get 3d8. Ashley, look at the description in chat. If you look at the description in chat, it says, at higher levels, when you cast the spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you get an extra 1d8 for each spell slot above 1st. So at 2nd it'd be 2d8, and at 3rd it'd be 3d8. So if you use your 3rd level spell slot, you basically can cast it 3 times in one turn. Yeah, so click where it says cure wounds, like the name, and it will pop up with another window that says cure wounds legacy, and it says cast at level, and then if you
Oh my goodness, I feel it.
same character
Sorry, it
you've
feels
always
native.
been.
I'm like an idiot.
It's okay. I know that the foundry system we all are taking a sec to get used to, so that's perfectly fine. Just remember, it's the same character you've been
Okay.
playing this entire time. You can still do all the things that you could do before. I will say that like D&D Beyond has a much more intuitive layout for you in that regard, but this is a much more crunched down and concise version of that. So.
Oh,
But yeah, now you know that, so definitely. So that's an extra 15 HP. And that brings us back to Anakur. That's a hit. Or not. That all you got? Mika. Oops, all healers. Uh,
19.
uh, oh, it's at second level. So you had 19, 10, 9 and 10. I don't know what the other numbers are. Yeah, I don't know what the 53 and the 46 are about, but it I see a 9 and a 10, and that makes
It's
sense.
the added
Oh,
sum.
I see. Oh, so it would only be the 9 then?
So
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
Mine is
Yeah, make sure to check your spell slots, Mika. We're all learning today, huh? Alright. So after the Cure Light Wounds, I keep saying that. This isn't 3-5. Um, after the Cure Wounds, was there anything else that you wanted to do?
oh I
Bonus.
was
Alright. That's it.
from the party.
Sorry. Everybody seems to be going through it tonight. Alright. And as you slice this thing up with your Arin's arm, it just like when you were fighting the centipedes before, it seems to affect them stronger. Uh, and if that's it for Mika, that will move us to Graveheart. Yeah. Sure. I figured that was your bonus
Okay.
action last turn.
I just have
That sounded like an actual bird. Barely misses. Yeah, you're a little groggy. That blood loss.
like my range.
Is that correct? So you can see 60 feet now? Alright.
I'm not.
Man, everybody's just letting the
Did
goblins
you
talk
just go
tonight. So yeah, two missed attacks, Graveheart. Anything else? Bonus action? Move?
And
Yeah, 10. The other one misses though. Yeah. I mean, you can do your full fly movement. Ah, okay. Alright, so now Graveheart is currently out of reach of the spiders. Yeah, I was just about to say. So as they can no longer reach the bird that they've been trying to eat, they're going to turn and see a succulent little mousy morsel. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Mika has an 18 for AC, so we got a crit, a miss, another miss, and a hit. Alright, so these things start chomping at Mika, and Mika, you take 61 damage as they start rending flesh from your body with each bite. 61 damage.
60.
Yeah, they're biting some rather large chunks out of you. But that is their turns. And Valin, you are up. Honaker! I meant to send that as me, my bad. I hate when I talk through you guys, it makes me feel weird.
Is your
Gonna have to look that over. Is it the same armor on both? We didn't change your armor at all, did we? Well, I don't see it in your inventory. We'll have to... No.
With
Got your...
it's going.
Okie dokie. And I got your shield in there now, Mika. Okay, what am I making? A what, these? They do not make that one. Alright, so you grapple the currently bloodied and weakened spider in your floaty hand, Delio. Anything else you wanted to do for your turn? Alrighty. Mika! Uh, 12 does not hit.
Dang it.
The Bardic is
I'm gonna-
1d10. Sadly not. Or wait, are you... Is this against the one directly in front of you, or the one that is being held by the hand? Okay. Then yeah, sadly that does miss. You can make a second attack even with your Arn's arm as well, I believe. That one will hit. Alright, and as you slash through it, Arn's radiance shines again against this corrupted being. And it deals more damage than you expected. Anything else for Mia this turn? Mika this turn? Oh my god. Alright, Graveheart, you are up. One of the spiders is being held by a hand to your west, and the other is attacking your new mouse friend. Yeah, it counts for flanking. That, oh. That's really crazy. The ironic thing is that it actually has like a weapon bonus to hit too. You wanna
I am.
you you I forget how it works. Do you get extra attacks from your reckless attack, or is it advantage normally?
Let's find out.
You're a barbarian, right? Uh, is your entire
I'm
screen?
using a string.
What's that? Oh, okay. Also, is your screen completely black? Okay, Founder's acting funky for me. Okie dokie. That,
Dropping it.
yeah. Okay. It is getting much later than I thought it was going to get with this fight. I know we had a hard time getting rolling with technical difficulties and everything, but I think we will, you know, do better next time because we figured a bunch of shit out. I think that we will cut this here for now, right before the spider's turns start up, and just finish it up next time. And that gives you some time after the fight to roleplay whatever with justice and everything, because I don't want to take away from any of that. So, thank you if you were tuning in on YouTube to watch the VOD after everything fell through on stream. Sorry about that. Good night to anyone there.